HVAC has been in my family for, as long as I can remember. My dad and my uncle both did it growing up. My first job in college was sacking groceries at a Brookshire Brothers. And then the next summer, my dad asked me if I wanted to help him do AC work instead. And over the course of that summer, I got pretty good. When I graduated high school, I always knew I wanted to go be an engineer. Went to college, lived in the dorms, had to find a job. So got a job waiting tables at a restaurant there, and I absolutely hated it. It was miserable. So then I was like, you know what? Maybe I can do something with AC. Another guy I had known was studying to take his test, and he had failed it twice. I helped him study, and he passed it the next try, and I was like, man, that wasn't that bad. I think I could probably do this. So got the signatures I needed to get approved for my test, and went and took my contractor's license test and passed it first try. Went to a lawyer, didn't know anything about forming a business, talked with my other uncle about forming this business, and he's like, hey, go talk to this lawyer, he'll help you get set up with the LLC. So I went to him, and it came time for what name do you want? And I was like, man, I haven't thought about that. This kind of all happened all of a sudden, right? So I was like, man, I sat down for a couple days just writing down lists of names, and we reached a deadline, and I came up with some name that started with an A, right? You just want a name that starts with A. Back in the day, you want to be first in the phone book, and I forgot what it was. It was, A Best or A Affordable, or who knows what it was. It was just some random name I came up with. So I sent that in to him, and that night I was like, man, I really want it to mean something different. I want to come up with something. So I started thinking about what could it be, have to do with my faith, be kind of catchy. And I was like, and I started thinking of acronyms. What could an acronym be that had to do with my faith that I can incorporate in the name? And I started researching, and I started, finding different acronyms. And I was like, man, I really like fishing. What could it do with fishing? And man, I was online for hours that night and ended up coming up with Big Fish. Believers in God, faithful in serving Him. And instantly I was like, that's it. The rebrand, it had a lot to do with customer awareness, brand awareness, letting people know that we're here, making our vehicles a little more visible on the road. But a lot of the purpose was creating that excitement around working with us and becoming part of our family, because I really do care for each and every one of our employees. I'm not an owner that doesn't talk to the employees. They know me, they know where I live, they know my family. They literally know everything about me. They all have my cell phone number, they can call me anytime. It's not like, some companies that I've worked for in the past where you really don't have any access. You could even ask to talk to them, and they're like, they're busy, you're too busy for you. It's not like that here. Everybody has my cell phone. They can call me, text me anytime, day or night. They know I'm going to be there. Even if it's a personal thing that they're, have an issue with, they can always call me and get a hold of me and have access to me. That was a lot of the purpose of the rebrand as well. And I think we achieved that hands down. Seeing the excitement on everybody's face when they saw the first vehicle roll out, we kind of kept it hidden until the unveiling, and seeing the reaction on their faces, just every one of them said, this is better than I ever would have expected.
I'm glad it's over. This has been a hard secret to keep. A lot of time and effort for sure went into this by everybody. From the branding company to the wrap company, and just all the decisions that had to be made. Everything has a purpose, from the logo to the mascot, the color scheme. So I'm just excited to have it rolled out to the guys and get their reactions. I think it turned out better than they expected. I know it turned out better than I expected, even knowing what it was supposed to look like. Once you see it on the truck, it's just seems surreal, right? It's just a whole nother feeling.
I love it, man. It looks sharp. I think it's gonna stick out, just like I said, man. So I'm excited.
It looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. It's awesome. I can't wait to have this on my van. You're definitely going to be able to see me coming from miles away. Looks great.
And now that we've got all the vehicles wrapped and they're driving around every day, he's like, man, these people are staring. It's like, good, that's what we want. We want them to stare. I want people taking pictures. And even one of the guys said he walked outside one day, he was doing a job at a customer's house, and somebody else was taking a picture of the truck when they drove by. It's like, man, I mean, that's why we did this. Even with the shop on the side of the road, there's still a lot of people, even in Lumberton, that drive past it every day going to work or whatever, that still haven't seen the shop and don't know that we're there. So, with our vehicles being, pretty loud, all wrapped identically, they're not just a white vehicle with some stickers. I'm hoping that people start noticing us and start looking into us and know that we are local. I live in Lumberton. I've lived in Lumberton for years. I graduated from Evadale, and I've been here all my life, and I'm not leaving or going anywhere. I'm going to be here for forever. Big Fish is not a franchise. It's not this huge company that's owned by somebody from out of town. We don't have investors that have a say in how we operate our business. We're local. We live where we serve. We serve God, and we serve our community. And we really do care about each and every customer. We communicate and probably over-communicate sometimes. We do what we say we're going to do. Our goal is to always exceed expectations, and that's Big Fish.